let's talk about 40K today. But before we actually do that, I actually want to let you guys know something. You have all the power. That's right. I want you guys to dictate how this show grows and expands and what we talk about. So let me know what you guys want to hear below and just vote on it, okay? I want to hear your voices, and I count down votes too. If you guys see a bunch of people are voting for the Chikari and you don't want to see it, say, I don't want to see the Chikari, or you just downvote, however you can do it, okay? I want to hear your opinions. I count down votes. That's right. If you want to be a hater, let that sodium flow. But yeah, I want you guys to decide where this show goes, okay? It can be anything. It can be 40K. It can be a specific subject in 40K, except for the Homunculaba. And it can be different thing, like Mass Effect, SCP, Trench Crusade, whatever, okay? And then as long as it's something that I'm going to be fucking vastly interested in, like, don't do cars. But yeah, I'll do it, and then we're going to do just a whole thing about it. So yeah, you guys have all the power. This channel is sponsored by people like you. So yeah, on to the AdMech. So the AdMech are a tech cult, an empire within an empire. They're very unbeholden to the Imperium in some ways. We're like, hey, can we see your taxes? You don't get to ask that question. No, you don't.
Editor's note here. Another reason why you can't question them is because they make your tanks, they make your guns, they make your Honda Express, they make your everything. So good luck questioning the guys when you no longer have guns. How are you gonna fight those guys now? Yeah, so you gotta listen to the AdMech. Yeah, and where do they make all these things? Forge worlds. They're very self-explanatory. A planet where things are forged.
So yeah, they're really, really sketchy. They're probably, in my opinion, the most sketchy faction, other than maybe the Inquisition. But yeah, no, they're crazy. They're crazy. And I mean that literally. They're mentally insane. So they this is their value system. Knowledge is the most important thing. It is the most important thing. They're not allowed to innovate. That somehow goes against their wacko, weird religion. So they're like, okay, we can't innovate, so what do? They go out and just rediscover technology from the dark ages of technology. And they're like, okay, we're going to incorporate this in the Imperium. And then we're going to let it rot, or prevent it from rotting as best we can. But we can't innovate. It's really fucking stupid. But hey, whatever. And they also believe in machine spirits. It's a weird thing. It's like a Ghost in the Shell type of thing where they're not AI. These aren't AI. They're just spirits inside of machines. Trust me, if you want more of an explanation, there really isn't. They literally go, clap their hands and go, humana, 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 and then the engine starts. I wish I was making that up. Nope, they light incense and they do a prayer in front of the machine, and then the machine, your Toyota Camry, will just turn on. How? Machine spirit, bitch, that's how. It's crazy. It's crazy. And their whole thing is flesh is weak. Knowledge and steel is what matters. They don't want to, okay, some sects want to do like the whole singularity and some don't. Most of them don't. It's a weird thing. It's a really weird thing. But essentially, they just want to acquire all the knowledge that has been lost and get closer, through that act, closer to their god. And weirdly enough, they view the Emperor as like a Jesus or a Moses figure, because he has the most knowledge, and so he's clearly the Jesus. And it's nuts. They are nuts. I can't emphasize this enough. They are crazy. They literally will go to a world and be like, okay, we need servitors. Hey, contribute about a little bit of your population. And the world has to fucking do it. And then, if you guys don't know what a servitor is, I will only explain it this once. And then for future videos, I will just use the abbreviation of they got servitored. Basically, a servitor is a person who got lobotomized and then they got turned into a machine slave for a very specific purpose. There are elevator servitors, there are calculator servitors. Motherfucker, there is a sprinkler servitor. There's a fucking printer servitor, I bet. They're used for everything a computer would be normally used for. If there's not a machine spirit, there is a servitor. There is no AI, there is no real computational shit really happening here. It's because in the dark age of technology, humanity said no more of that shit because AI did a whole revolt, and there's a whole video I did about it, but let's just say it left a psychic wound so deep in humanity that we will never do AI again, except for what Carl's doing, but we're just gonna ignore him. But yeah, no, it's absolutely fucking insane. Okay? These people, and I've said it, and you guys are getting really annoyed by me saying this is insane. No. I cannot emphasize, this is an empire filled with crazy people who will grab people, turn them into a servitor, and be like, yes, this is for our god. This is the right thing to do. This is probably one of my least favorite factions when you actually like peel the curtain. But aesthetically, they're one of my favorite factions. I love the whole techno body horror shit. It's so cool. And we haven't even gotten to their guns yet. We're gonna do that now. Yeah, these guys really, like, they realized, oh, we don't have a lot of flesh, so there's not a lot of us to lose. And they can use radiation. They use the weapons no one's allowed to use because it's dangerous to the shooter, more or less than the actual recipients of the bullets. They have gravity rifles that will just turn your bones to lead and crush you. They have these like long-range radiation guns that just hit you with basically Chernobyl in a magazine. It's not even great. And then they have these really, really weird cars that are super fast and they are self-driving. But I wonder, what's that little chamber full of blue liquid? Oh, you gotta change it. Oh, that was a guy in there? Hey, regular soldier, become the battery for a vehicle. And they burn them out. They kill them. They don't care. They have to acquire the knowledge. Knowledge above life. A knowledge above all. They value knowledge that much. They will burn themselves to oblivion. They will use the most dangerous weapons imaginable, and they will do the sketchiest shit imaginable just to get that crisp knowledge. Oh my lord. This faction is so cool and so horrifying. And that's not even the scariest part of them. There is an eviler faction, the Dark Mechanicum. They're the mechanicus, but chaos. And so they have two exceptions. One, they look at a tank and they wonder, can we cram a demon in it? Great, they did it. How many can we cram in it now? And then it becomes crazy. And then, you know how I said earlier where they're not allowed to innovate? The Dark Mechanicus just threw that rule out of the box, and they went to the extremes of innovation. They said scientific progress in the acquirements of knowledge above everything else, including morality. All morality. I hate the admech, but at least they look at the Dark admech and like, whoa, what's wrong with those fucking freaks? Jesus. We're not with those guys. We're not part of them. Whoa! You guys made a city, like they made a bridge out of muscle fiber. That's all I'm gonna say. Guess how they got the muscle fiber? Hey, it's for scientific progress. They didn't know if a muscle fiber could be good as a tensile strength, but now they know. Oh my god, it's so gross. And I'm not even gonna get into the Demunculaba. That's their creation. But yeah, that's it for the admech. That's a good sum up of their vibe and just overall like gist of who they are, what they believe in, and what they want. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and peace.